What is up, beautiful souls? I haven't recorded for a minute, and I want to kind of lump it together right now, what's coming to me. But first and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to you, my brother and sister. What crazy wave of energies we have rode for the last lifetime, right, since we've been alive, and to watch transitions and things happen. And I will be the first to admit, I mean, we have all these planetary adjustments, and sometimes it's like it's the same shit, right? Old stuff surfaces so that we can revisit it and conquer it. But on the same breath, how fucking beautiful is it that there are some of us who are actually conscious of it and are moving the extension of our path to become closer to who we are. Although it can seem kind of redundant, I'm going to be the first to say that. But so I'm trying to get at, and you're going to let me know, you tell me if you've been feeling this too. We just went, I think we're approaching a new moon in a new moon in Capricorn, which actually correlates strongly with the download I'm getting for myself, and how it kind of even shifts back to November, October area. Back in November and October, you tell me if you felt this or if it's aligned in your life in the same energetic shift. I have had to kind of remove myself, go hermit mode, which I'm all for, but watch how the universe and my soulmates, karmic mates, whatever, have made their rounds back into my life, and how this time around I've chose to approach each one. And it's been going on for a minute. And then today, I'm out driving, and this is just hit like, whew, just whew, so much information about the stuff, and I'm generalizing, like the stuff that I know from my experience, from the things that light my spirit up and that I love talking about, I enjoy, the beauty about our diversity and your wealth of knowledge that you can share, or that you came up, you are meant to show up, when you feel your higher self and remember why you came and why you're so unique and a delicate fingerprint to the world. And this is no good if we're completely always in hermit mode, right? It's about making that ripple. And when I reflect, when I bring back up October to today, to today, and the things that I have shown up differently for myself in a way that I probably haven't done in the times before, is really about integrating. It's about that integration of who I am, remembering who I am, and actually implementing it beyond the programming of the people pleaser, or else you insert whatever word that resonates with you from your programming up, right? For me, and really stepping into who I see that goddess, that beauty to be, and how she shows up for herself, and actually beginning to implement that. And then on top of it, the massive amount of downloads and things that are just flooding into me, and how the future might look when I dare to fully integrate her, knowing that she is ever changing, because the more I level up, or I boss up, or I become my better self, she's having me reach to new concepts that are just so beautiful that I know I'm capable of, but I have yet to fully embody. It's always kind of like a dynamic of every time. Like the very first time I saw her, she was beautiful. But if I compare that first time I had a visit with my higher self to who I see today, she has matured in ways that my consciousness probably couldn't even comprehend back then, which is the whole idea, right? I'm sharing this because the energies are always fluid, and I want to encourage you. Have you shown up for yourself the way you deserve? Have you embraced all your quirks, all your weirdness, all your uniqueness, your divine fingerprint, the way the creator, the divine created you to make your ripple? All these years of life are opportunities to develop and to gain that knowledge and gain that wisdom and that maturity that we signed up here to come to do and experience. And when we do that, it's the orchestration of the divine flow of how we make a symphony, if you will. And it's never too late. That's what's beautiful about always having this reoccurring old shit coming up, opportunity revisit, to do it right, to do it better, so we can graduate, so we can move on. And I've got this mantra, it's not mine, but I've adopted it, and I am so grateful. May all our lessons be as painless as possible. Hell yes. And every time I see that God has in fact gave me an opportunity, I see something hard, I know it's a test, I recognize it as a test, and I see it as the only reason it's hard, the reason that there's actual feelings, the reason that there's actual emotion tied to this. Because if it wasn't, it'd be so easy to implement the what if, right? So it's always just, for me, a lot of it has been reminding myself, it wouldn't be a test if it wasn't hard. So every time these challenging aspects come up, are we, and I'm encouraging you to look at it from a higher consciousness. Even with that higher consciousness, the emotion is real because the test is real. But the lessons we embody are lasting. These tests are temporary. With a divine patience, that nothing's ever going to pass us up. If we're meant to learn the lesson, we're going to learn it. This lifetime or another, right? I don't know if you guys have been feeling that. It's kind of where I've been. I know I have gone hermit on a lot of you guys. I don't know if I said it yet. I love you guys. Thank you for giving me a platform to be authentic, to be real, to be raw, to spew shit, whether you agree with it or not, and holding that space for me. I love you guys. I love my soul brother and sister. I don't know. Let me know. Have you been feeling it? And if you haven't, we are moving in the energy. Sometimes, I notice for me, sometimes it hits me a few days in advance. I think the new moon in Capricorn is like 2 days incoming. And then there's a lot of other. It always piques my interest because I have these massive ahas or downloads or epiphanies or soul spiritual interaction, if you will. And then I realized that there's a huge planetary adjustment happening. And I always am curious, or that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm like, what? Where's the planets? What's happening? Where's the moon at? And sure enough, so for instance, what just happened to me now is this integration of that divine fingerprint that's unique from all of you guys, but is only a thread in the tapestry of what and how the symphony, the choir can all be conducted when we're all in our power. The best power that we can be by showing up to be the best person we are. And in practicing those practices, those tests of stepping into our higher self as they continue, I guess she or he continues to mature in its divine essence, as we mature into our divine essence and we begin to implement the integration of our spiritual lessons, right? It's one thing to remember, it's one thing to know it, but it's a without embodying it. Always seems like that's a repeat. But God, it's always a new layer. It's a new layer once we accept it and we go into it. And that's just another high emphasis. Guys, remember, it's emotional. It feels real. It's really scary because that's the test. If we didn't have that, it wouldn't be a test. But just do it with a higher consciousness. It's just an opportunity for you to step into your best. The best encoded DNA divinity that's just waiting to be activated within you. Anyway, I love you guys a lot. Just so much has been flooded. Our life is short. We don't know when we're going home. And there's so many fears of people's opinions sometimes I know it's hindered me for a long time from even stepping out into doing crystal clear years and years ago when I first felt it in young adolescence, like in my teenage years. But it's never left. It's never left because that's a spark within me. And how the divine created me, like you. And whatever that divine thread, a tapestry, and the way you can make this choir and the symphony just become that much more angelic here. Anyway, my encouragement is to, one, let me know if you're feeling the energies. Two, let's not just push it aside. I actually had a voice note all these things that are coming to me because I need to sit down. There's so much. I don't even know. It's almost overwhelming. Like, where would I even begin with all of this? But start simple. Go basic. What are the highlights? What are the key points? And from there, organize the map. Anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. And hopefully everybody's doing well. Remember, this whole life thing is just a test. It's temporary. But we're here for the experience. Anyway, until next time, namaste. Love you guys so much.